January the 12th, 2016. Time to recap our trading recommendations made this morning and how we did during the day and whether the software performed for you or not. Came in this morning wanting to sell 39s to 44s. That was our sell zone. And that's where the sell came from, up in that area. And you could have been short anywhere from 32 to 37, and if you had the wherewithal to stick out the trade, you could have been on that trade in the 1905, 1906 area. Pretty good trade. Our first buy zone, we really didn't have, it was 21 to 26. That really showed itself before the market opened right in here. Just touching the top of it. We didn't get close to it off the opening, and when we had a chance in this area right here, it did produce one trade, but we didn't have our setup, so there really wasn't a trade out of that area. So the market really traded from the short side all the way down. The long-term dynamics are still running the market, and it appears it's holding low right here. We came in this morning saying if we weren't able to take out and hold that 37 to 43 area, that the market was going to trade lower, and that's pretty much what happened. So we had a pretty good day. I mean, and again, I'm not bragging or saying we took all these trades. We took several trades today, but you can see right here, there's your first loser, and the market was trending lower, even higher low right here. You get a small winner. This S right here would be a loser in consolidation, but we're not really selling, and I mean, we're right at the value area lows, and this is not a good place to get short. It's a great place to pass on a trade. You really want to get short above value and long below value. Retest failure right here produces another winning trade, and then we got some short covering here into the close. So we had a really good day trading the E-mini, and I was pleased, as you might well imagine. So what do we see for tomorrow based on the E-mini? Having trouble cracking the 1910-11 area and staying below it. So if I look at this screen right here, we've rejected prices below 1900 and perhaps below 1910, 1911, and there's Friday's close right over there. So got a higher low, higher high. We can trade from either side. Longer term, we're looking for a place to sell it. If we don't break support, we can get long. But this screen says find a place to buy it. Looking at the profile, the F2 screen, it's a B. It says find a place to sell it. Now, our software does a lot of work automatically for you. Sometimes these numbers and levels work, sometimes they don't. And you can see right here that we happen to, this area right here was a pretty good buy zone. Took a while, but that was a sell zone above that. And when we started to break and create lower lows, so that we're going to get to this ADR low without a change in the news. So these screens can help you. Right now, the last rotate up was 23, so our sell zone's 24, 29. Not much news to drive the trading tomorrow. Friday's retail sales numbers is where the market is pointed right now for the news of this week. And then 35 to 39 would be, 39 to 40 would be sell too. On the buy side, I think 6 to 11 looks pretty good. And then 1895 to 1900 for buy too. But we will do our usual adjustment thing from the overnight session, and we'll pick it up in the morning and hopefully do as well as we did today. One of the frustrating things is that you're going to, as you get used to the information feed and the flow, our first trade of the day is really a very good trade, but you have to be prepared to trade early and jump on it. Generally speaking, our overall assessment of the market, higher or lower, is spot on. And it takes a piece of news or a retest of support or resistance to change that. And as you begin to incorporate and work this into your trading plan, and where you want to be long or short. I think it's going to really improve your trading. Okay, we had the 10-year, the 3-year auction today. The 10-year auction is tomorrow. Typically, they take it back a little bit after the 3-year auction. Now, if the E-mini doesn't bust or doesn't crater overnight, I think being able to work and sell this 27 to 31 area is the trade. If the E-mini, especially if the E-mini is rallying, if the E-mini is crashing, we're not even going to look at the short side. But we do have the 10-year auction, and usually the 3 and 2 year are up, the 5 and 10 year are down, and the 7 and 30 year are up, is the way the auction works when things get back to normal. So this would be our first sell band, and then we'd make 3 to 7 sell 2. A lot of it is dependent upon what the E-mini does. The auction took place at 22, so we should have pretty good support, 16 to 20. So 18 to 22 is going to be buy 1. Bust that, the breakout came at 13. 9 to 13 will be buy 2. And we're just kind of playing on the second auction being a little low. So in London, if you get your setups and the E-mini isn't crashing, don't be afraid to get short, is what I'm telling you, based on auction dynamics. Okay, looking at the 30, as you would anticipate, the knob spread expanded today. Why wouldn't it? And a lot of range. I mean, the bottom's 155. I think we got, close to 158, like a 3-point range. I mean, this is a huge market. So, again, based on the dynamics, 23 to 27, sell 1. 3 to 7 sell 2. I had the breakout from 04. We're at 16. The auction low was 3. So 5 to 9 buy 1. And then we're going to make 25, 29 buy 2. And I like failure to take out today's high in London to set up a short, and hopefully we can get a pretty good ride out of that. Okay, gold kind of hung in there today. Didn't really do much one way or the other. Why could gold sell in a situation like this? Deflation. Lower high, lower low. We also came in with the U.S. Mint had the highest demand and sold out all of their production in one day. So people are worried about what in the hell is going on. And when you stop and you read the papers and you look around, you can't be too damn pleased. So we're looking at a B put in backwards. We had a nice rally up and out. Maybe some of it's stock market induced, but it is a B. So right here, our 90 to 92 area, sell 1. 94, 96, sell 2. Pick up that volume number right there. On the buy side, 83, 85, buy 1. This morning was basically 80 to 85, and we'll make 79 to 81, buy 2. And crude. This morning we said confident that crude would get stops below 30. And we've been saying that for a couple of days. And why? When we took out 32.10, said the next stop was 30. Stops below 30. Lower high, lower low. We're looking for a place to sell it. are still bringing sellers into the market. So it tells me that the price hasn't gone low enough to eliminate that group from the market. So again, 32.50 is probably a pretty good resistance right now. And if we get through that, 33.50. If we get through that, 35. Right now, 31 and a quarter, and then 31.50, 31.75 is where resistance is. So 31 and a quarter, go a little bit higher. 31.50, 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 30 and a quarter. And that's where we had our number 2 buy level this morning. We really dropped it. We went down to 30, 32 and a quarter. So pretty good selection of levels. And there were no prints there. Nothing but zeros. That's all we were looking at. And again, if you understand your market, the dynamics, and the animal that you're dealing with, you can make those kind of calls yourself. That's where I can save you time, can mentor you, speed the process up for you by the personality of your contract. And our methodology works, but it's my methodology, Peter's method. It's not yours. So you got to come in, you got to study it. You got to learn to recognize it real time. And then over time you're going to modify it a little bit. Like Karen's going to end up with moving averages, I'll bet you, even though they are a little late. Just kidding, Karen. But it's something that's gotten you to however far you are along the trader's path. When you find us, you're going to incorporate some of that in the way that you trade. Euro, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Me and Mario Draghi. Or Mario Draghi and I. Helen's not here, so I could say that. If she was here, ooh, the adverb cop would have me. And I'm still having trouble with the scale. So, there's 108 even. 8 and a quarter, just so I don't screw this up. So 840 to 50 is going to be buy one, pretty aggressive. And then 15 to 25 is going to be buy 2. I think we're going to see 105 before it's all over on this move. We may have started it down, unless China gets in and really screws with the activity. 875, sell 1. 109 even, sell 2. So that's it for this January the 12th, 2016. I hope you all had success today. It was all there for you to have success, and you have to learn to capitalize on the information. You do have access to great information, and yes, I am patting myself on the back. That's it for January the 12th, 2016. I will see you bright and early in the morning. May all your basketball teams win now. I'm out of here.